Welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. My name is Crow, and today we're gonna have some fun with one of my favorite units of all time. And that is this unit right over here, hiding in the shadows. It is none other than the Cheerleader. What we're going to do is we're going to take our lovely Cheerleader and using our brand new maps, these spooky maps, which luckily are still here. The developers have left them to us. We're going to take our Cheerleader and power up the new spooky faction because I want to see which unit actually takes advantage of our lovely cheerleading female friend. Taking a look at the spooky faction, let's grab the first one, the Skeleton Warrior. We'll go there. We'll grab a handful of these guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Skeleton Warriors down and they're going to fight some clubbers. And we're going to watch and we're going to see if their swing speed is affected by the cheerleaders. So this is what they do normally. They're actually able to overpower the clubbers, which is very cool. I underestimate the Skeleton Warriors. I always assume that they're kind of weak because they are brittle and they do fall apart and die very easily, but they're still pretty powerful. That fear ability is exceptionally good, especially if you compare it with some like ranged attacks. It'd be fantastic. So as you can see, the fight's taking 1.5 years. Now to try it with cheerleaders. Let's just grab a handful of cheerleaders and see if the powered up versions of these guys will do better. So the cheerleaders are targeting the one in the back, and I can't really tell one way or another if they're being helped. What are you doing there, cheerleader dude? He's not walking any faster. He's not really attacking any faster. They're not really doing a whole lot of anything in addition. So these guys, the Skeleton Warriors, I think we can say safely that they're not really affected by the cheerleaders. Moving on, we're going to take a look at the Skeleton Archers, and these guys should be affected by the cheerleaders. And we'll give them some squires to shoot at, just like that. Taking a look, here is the normal rate of fire for these Skeleton Archers. There's a big delay. I do love these fire arrows. They are phenomenal. Very large delay on the arrows. The archers did not manage to kill the guys before they reached them. The squires got to the archers. Now let's try with some cheerleaders. Cheerleaders behind our units, just kind of stay out of the line of fire. There we go. And yes, they are definitely sped up. Oh, are they ever? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let's give them some more squires, guys. I gotta make this a bit more challenging at the very least. 26 squires. They are, in fact, sped up. So I kind of want to, like, see if I can make a machine gun cheerleader. Is that possible? Look how fast they're firing. Look, the squires. I doubled the amount of squires, and they didn't make it. Let's remove a whole bunch of these archers. Let's get a handful more of the cheerleaders, like this, right? Just get the cheerleaders like that. And then give me one Skeleton Archer. And maybe even a bit more cheerleaders. Guys, we're just gonna do a lot of this. And let's remove these and get a handful of squires. Let's start with just a small handful. Pretty good. That's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. Problem is, what happens with these ranged units is their own recoil pushes them back into the ranks of all the cheerleaders. Let me add just a handful more squires. This is for science, everybody. We must discover just how good these units are with cheerleaders to decide which one's really better. And so far, he seems to be shooting his cheerleader allies or shooting up into the sky. The knockback. If we can just somehow remove the knockback, we can really take advantage of these machine gun archers. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna fall in the water. He's gonna fall in the water. No! Oh my God! He won just in time. This guy was about to fall into the water. Moving on to Candlehead. Here we go with Candlehead. Let's give him a bunch of clubbers. We all know what Candlehead does, guys. He actually does a cool knockback effect where the souls of these Candleheads, the souls of these clubbers are like removed from their bodies. It's a really cool attack, a very unique attack here in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, but it doesn't have a lot of damage. It took a long time to kill these clubbers. Now, let's try the cheerleaders. Add a handful of cheerleaders. Is it increased? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the attack speed is increased. I say it is increased. Oh, let's make a machine gun Candlehead. Removing all of these Candleheads, only going with a single Candlehead, and maybe we'll add a whole bunch more cheerleaders, you know, just to really get this Candlehead just roaring with damage. Let's see what he can do. Fully charged Candlehead. Oh, he's falling over. He thrashes around too much, and he's dead. it didn't work quite as well as I wanted it to. The poor cheerleaders are just charging each other as the clubbers move in. That's a horrific sight. Let's go with 3 Candleheads. That should be plenty to deal with this. And look, they seem to like flop over. Their physics are not that good. And they've wrecked the clubbers. Candlehead's not bad. Let's move on to our next unit. We're gonna go with the vampire. And to be honest, I don't think the vampire is gonna be powered up by the cheerleaders. We're gonna find out vampires. As you can see, they move in and they just like nom 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 the clubbers. But to be honest, oh, it's kind of gross and weird looking. The clubbers are doing a pretty good job of beating up the vampires. The vampires should win. Oh, actually, hold on. There's a bunch of living vampires. That's a really freaky sight. They actually made a unit that wants to like body slam you. Now, will they fight faster with cheerleaders? I don't know. We're waiting for like that. I don't think it doesn't sound any faster. Like, you'd think you'd hear like a rapid fire eating noise, but you don't. And it doesn't seem like that was much faster at all. So I don't know. I don't think the cheerleaders can really power up the vampires, guys. Maybe they do, maybe a little bit, but it's not like, it's not game breaking. It's not powerful. Now we're going to take a look at the pumpkin catapult. We'll do a handful of these and we'll grab some halflings, because halflings are great for catapults. And this is what pumpkin catapults look like normally. There's a shot, they go boom, very long reload, very long reload. Long enough the hobbit's actually getting close. That's game over. Pretty much, it's practically game over. So now we're going to do cheerleaders. And I think this should do quite nicely. This should be quite good. I get a feeling. Reverse volley. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. You can make machine gun pumpkin catapults. Oh, baby. Okay, hold on. Here we go again. For science, we're going to take away all of them, and we're going to have all these cheerleaders on the one, and we're just going to add a whole bunch more halflings, because why not? This is for science, and science is amazing. I love science. All right, machine gun. Do we get it? Oh, look at that. It's a constant volley. But the problem is, he's not targeting the ones in close. There he goes. Wow. Oh my god, that was so good. Okay, so far, the pumpkin catapult is my favorite supercharged units in the new faction. Who do we have next? Next up, we have the sword caster. Let's grab a couple of these sword casters, and we'll grab some clubbers because I just love beating up on these small units. This is for science after all. And the sword casters do a pretty good job. They actually are able to back away. They float backwards, and they have a good amount of range damage. Now, let me get some cheerleaders and see what they can do with a little help from our cheerleader friends. Oh my god! That was a sword machine gun. Look at all the swords. All these, no. I just want one. Give me one sword caster amongst all the cheerleaders. What's gonna happen? Is this gonna be like a constant stream of just swords? Let's see. Oh, slow down. Look at that. Look at the swords coming out of them. Look at them spawn all these blades in this beautiful like wave of swords that come out and lunge forward into this like laser beam stream. Look how straight that is. Look how constant that is, even on slow-mo. Maximum slow-mo. Look at that constant stream of swords. There's hilt to blade. Almost every time half the length of the sword comes out, more swords come out, and it's just never ending. These poor guys are being skewered like 50 times a minute. Actually, more like 120 times a minute, more like 2 times a second. It's just disgusting. Maybe even 3 times a second. I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't talk about anything. I'm not done. I'm not done at all. I'm not done at all. This machine gun guy is gonna have quite the challenge. I just want to see him mow down these armies. Look at that. Look at that. Now, the clubbers are getting in on the cheerleaders. And the sword guy, the minecaster, doesn't care about cheerleaders now. He's fully charged up. But as close as they get a couple smacks on the cheerleaders, but they're still getting impaled. And these guys have a bit more HP. What about something like an ice giant? Oh my god, look at the graveyard of sword impaled units. Just disgusting. One minecaster. Is someone alive? Oh, there are people who are alive. Look, 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 look. It's like, hey, hey. He doesn't look happy. He looks completely upset. No, he's completely dead. Now, the Reaper. Okay, we fought the Reaper many of times. Will the cheerleaders affect the Reaper? Here's the Reaper versus a whole bunch of clubbers. We're gonna watch the tentacles very carefully. So the tentacles get 6 people, and then there's a long bit of lag until the tentacles go out again. I love that attack. Look at just, this is like art, guys. This is like art, watching this unit destroy all these clubbers. It's really awe-inspiring what we're seeing here. So that was the Reaper by himself. Now we're gonna do the Reaper with cheerleaders. Will he be buffed? I'm gonna add so many cheerleaders that you can't, like, you should be able to see the difference. It should be obvious. Look, he is fireworking. He is being, you know, party, what are those called? Party favors, party streamers, party confetti. He's being confettied like crazy. Now, there go the 6 tentacles. His sword swing might have been increased, guys. Let's add some more clubbers. This is for science. We gotta figure this out. Let's add more clubbers. It seemed like his attack speed, his sword swing ability, has been multiplied. We're gonna find out, okay? The 6 tentacles grab, guys, pretty normal. That hasn't changed. Like, the tentacles don't go any faster. The sword swings are going faster. That's 100% confirmed. Like, again, let's remove the cheerleaders. I know that I want to be sure. I don't want to mess this up. I want to be absolutely sure, guys. Let's remove the cheerleaders and then watch how fast he is able to swing that scythe on these units. I don't know. What do you guys think? That seems pretty quick still. He's still mowing through these clubbers, guys. One more time. Drop the cheerleaders. One more time. Superpower them up. There we go. Okay, you know what? It's a bit faster. Those sword swings do come out a little bit faster. I will give you that. Now, we're gonna have some fun. So we have our lovely Reaper and we have our lovely cheerleaders. Since we seem to believe, and I'm gonna use the word seem, we seem to believe that the Reaper with the cheerleaders does swing faster. How many units can he kill before he gets destroyed? Right? Let's start with a cool 50 halflings. I want to see this. 50 halflings. This shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't be too much of a challenge at all. 50. Not bad. Let's add another 50. We are now up to 100 halflings. Again, the cheerleaders, I believe, are increasing his attack speed. And with that increased attack speed, it should help to keep the enemy units far away from him. Now we are using halflings. Halflings are pretty weak. And so far, so good. Let's jack it up to 200 halflings, shall we? The cheerleaders charging up the Reaper moving in, tentacles going in, and he is causing all kinds of havoc. Every time he uses that, look at that! Oh, that is so good. Amazing. I don't think the hobbits can get close. Oh, that knockback is so powerful. Oh, they're jumping on the Reaper. Maybe hobbits isn't the answer, guys. If his attack speed is increased, he has a really good job of keeping the units far away from him, not letting them get too close. Halflings moving in on the cheerleaders. Reapers should be able to get in here and maybe a little friendly fire. Okay, maybe a lot of friendly fire. He just completely destroyed all of this. Oh my god. All right, halflings were good enough, guys. We're gonna move on to a more durable unit. We're going to do the squires. They are definitely more durable. We're gonna do the 50 squires. 50 squires to start. This should be pretty good. Will they survive one swing? No, they're not going to survive one swing. So we need something even more durable than the squires, right? I want something that's going to have an even greater challenge for our lovely Reaper here, who is just manhandling or undead manhandling all these units. Squires do easy. What about knights? What about 50 knights? If he can do this, that's pretty impressive. The knights have a whole lot more HP, and I don't even think his tentacles can do it. No, his tentacles don't get the kill. Look at those swings coming out so quick. Just so quick. Getting jumped from behind. Cheerleaders going down. The cheerleaders act as meat shields almost. And the actual knights are surviving one swing. And it's not enough. So even with the cheerleaders, even with the potentially increased attack speed, it's not enough HP. He's kind of not durable. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Don't worry about it. I just want to see this happen. Let's grab some big units. I just want to see the machine gun catapults. And the ice giants are kind of being knocked back a little bit. Look at the amount of pumpkins bouncing around the battlefield. Will the pumpkins do a friendly fire? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, the pumpkins have friendly fire. So, it did not work at all. Okay. So the pumpkins bounce off the ice giants, have a bunch of HP, and then bounce back into the battlefield, killing our units. So instead of those, let's grab our sword casters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do our machine gun sword casters. I want to see these guys just unload. Here they go. Look at the swords. Look at the swords. It's like a perfect, beautiful stream of sword death. How does an ice giant survive that many swords in the gut? If you stab one sword in my gut, I'm going to die. If you put in 200 swords, you should die. Oh, ice giants are going down. There they go. Will the other ice giants, will the backup ones get in close enough? Look at all the swords just bouncing around inside these guys. There's at least 100. That's crazy. Mine casters still alive. The mine swords, the telekinetic sword throwing dudes still alive. Not bad. Not bad. They're very, very good units. Look at this ice giant. Look how many swords. That's so crazy. Last poor ice giant. None of the mine swords died. That was awesome.